Clearly in there, man. I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the. Yeah. I've been telling y'all that.
What the just happened? Dude. What the just happened? What the was that? Some corner man came and wiped his face off? What the was that?
Gervonta Tank Davis is reportedly upset after Lamont Roach decided to challenge the result of their recent fight, causing a stir in the boxing world. Roach, who feels he was unfairly judged, has officially moved to dispute the decision, hoping for a review that could change the outcome. Davis, known for his intense personality both in and out of the ring, has openly expressed his anger, accusing Roach of trying to undermine his victory.
Clearly in there, man. I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the bills. I've been telling y'all that. And I'm just glad I got to show it, honestly. I'm glad I got to show it. I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate True Boxing Media. Some guys that didn't count me out. So that's just how I feel, man. I think I won. And, I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to dance again.
Throughout the fight, both fighters showed off their abilities, with Roach displaying toughness against Davis's well-known power. The judges scored the fight 114-114 twice, with one judge scoring at 115-113 in favor of Davis, leading to a majority draw.
Guy from a division lower moves up and gives Tank Davis his toughest fight. I thought beating him on the inside, making him miss, putting offense behind defense after making him miss, being more active. Obviously, Tank's going to have the edge in power. Tank is going to have the edge in power strikes. I think ultimately the stats spoke to that. I don't think that this was a disaster. I think it'd be strong to call it a disaster. The fight was not great up front. The fight was not great in the middle, but it was very good. No, not amazing, but definitely very good down the stretch.
The key moment came in the 9th round when Davis unexpectedly dropped to one knee after a jab from Roach. Referee Steve Willis decided not to count it as a knockdown, a decision that has sparked much debate. Davis later explained that the reason he took a knee was due to hair grease dripping into his eyes, causing a burning feeling. He said, "I just got my hair done a couple of days ago, and they put grease in it. When I started sweating, it burned my eyes."
I think we can all agree with that. The results are fair. I think they're fair. I think 115, 113 in either direction is probably okay. For Lamont Roach, his stock goes up, I think, a significant amount, given how he was able to push Tank, land on Tank, make this the toughest fight of Tank's 31 pro fight career by far. I think he did himself a lot of favors. What are we going to do with Tank Davis now? I mean, it's not like he looked bad. Some of you guys had pointed out he might have had an injury somewhere around that 6th round. He didn't mention it to BC, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have it.
From the start, it was clear that Roach wasn't intimidated by Davis's reputation. He used a strategy that combined endurance and clever counterpunching, effectively stopping Davis's usual aggressive style. Davis, known for taking his time at the beginning of fights, found himself in a much tougher contest than expected.
Vision to that brother Lamont Roach. I didn't give him much of a chance in this fight because I thought he was the smaller guy moving up. I didn't expect him to be in the ring bigger. And from opening bell, he walked right to Tank Davis. I was stunned, and the brother can fight. I'm very impressed with Lamont Roach. He put on a great performance, and he wants his love on national television right now. We need to give it to him. This brother is special for the sport of boxing. He can fight, and he can take a punch. I was very impressed with him. And I want a rematch.
Lamont Roach definitely earned my respect tonight. Definitely one of the first fighters to put Tank to the test. Just matching fire with fire. That was a good fight. For me, I need to see a rematch ASAP. But yeah, Tank definitely took the knee, 100%. I see Roach winning that 7-5 personally. But boxing is business, so they were never going to let him have that win. Roach's timing was on point though. No easy knockouts tonight. Just sharp counters like. Real, very good fighter, very good fighter. Let me know what you guys think, if that robbery was fair or not. Leave it in the comments.
Gervonta Davis gets a controversial draw against Lamont Roach. 2025 NYC. Both men start the fight wrapped in caution tape while downloading using their powerful Intel Core processors. Tank then begins playing a game of Tom and Jerry as he scurries around the ring, baiting Roach to chase him. Lamont soon starts landing sharp counters as he times Tank, who's dropping low. But Gervonta's cannon straight left soon finds its way home like it's using Google Maps. However, Roach also continues touching Tank with counters during their exchanges. But the Baltimore native's straight left keeps repeatedly connecting like AT&T, walloping Lamont as he angles around him with the geometric brilliance of pathetic.
Lamont Roach Jr. turned to social media to stir the controversy further, posting a confident yet cryptic tweet that read, word round the block, "Y'all favorite fight finna be 31, not 301 to XX to division champ." This message quickly spread among boxing fans, suggesting that Roach believes not only will his appeal succeed, but Davis's undefeated record might soon be tarnished.
Do you feel frustrated because the judges never scored you overall in your favor?
I'm happy with my performance for sure. I'm definitely happy with my performance. I'm just a little frustrated with the scorecards. I thought I should have won. And I thought I should have won a competitive fight. I think I did what I needed to do necessary to bank the rounds, and even without the knee, that should have been a knockdown. So, I don't think there's any excuse for me not to win tonight, but that's just how the cookie crumbled.
There's a few things I want to dissect about the fight. Let's just start off with the beginning. It seemed like a little bit of a cagey opening on both behalves, both of you just trying to figure each other out. What was your initial thoughts of those first 3, 4, 5 rounds whilst you were both getting to grips with each other?
Just getting the information, seeing how he reacted to certain stuff. I'm pretty sure he was trying to do the same thing. And he's an excellent fighter. He's undefeated for a reason. With a 97% knockout, I mean, it ain't that no more. But you know what I'm saying. But with a 90% knockout ratio and everything like that, it take a little thinking in there. It's a thinking man's game, especially when it's on that type of level.
Roach's mention of being a 2XX to division champ shows his belief that he rightfully deserves to be recognized as a 2-time to-division world champion. His bold statement has only increased anticipation about the ongoing debate, with fans eagerly waiting for the official ruling on the appeal and possibly a rematch.
There is no call out. He doesn't do it. Now we're left wondering, are we going to get a rematch with this? Which I wouldn't hate, but I don't know if there's like a big demand for it. Tank has said prior to this night that like all of this is, he's got 3 fights left. This would have been one of them. So that would have been at least 2 more essentially this year if he can squeeze them in, he said. It was supposed to be against Tank and Shakur Stevenson. Where are we with that now? What does this do to that? I genuinely don't know how to answer that question. I really don't. I don't know what PBC is going to do. PBC has had a bit of a rough run of it. I want to be very clear. I'm not trying to pile on their difficulties.
Despite the controversy following his fight with Lamont, Davis has made it clear that a rematch is not in his plans right now. After the majority draw, which Roach has appealed, Davis dismissed the idea of fighting Roach again immediately. He stated that he has other priorities for his next bout. And while he acknowledged Roach's skill and toughness, Davis is confident he did enough to win and doesn't feel the need to give Roach another chance at his WBA lightweight title.
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute.
The fight between Gervonta and Lamont Roach Jr. has intensified, with the New York State Athletic Commission now officially reviewing the outcome. According to Boxing Kingdom, technical difficulties prevented the commission from reviewing the 9th round incident in real time, where Davis took a knee, a moment many believe should have been ruled a knockdown in Roach's favor.
Even without the knee, that should have been a knockdown. I thought I should have won a competitive fight. I think I did what I needed to do necessary to bank the rounds. I'm just a little frustrated with the scorecards. I thought I should have won.
And a round going on, Gervonta Davis backs up, takes a knee, momentarily knee, runs to the corner. Obviously, we now know it was Reese that he said was burning his eye, gets it wiped off. Steve Willis, referee, comes over, I don't really know if he was ready to administer a count. I think he was very confused.
He started the count, Lewis.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. For me, I don't like. I don't. Does he say? Because I was trying to look at the video.
Sent. So first of all, if you back up before Gervonta Davis took the knee, you had Lamont Roach firing 3 punches. A right hand. I watched it like 1,000 times in the last couple of days. He threw a right hand, and he threw 2 quick left hands behind it.
Boxing Kingdom tweeted, "The drama continues. The New York Commission is reviewing the result for Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach. The commission said technical difficulties prevented a real-time review of the no knockdown call. Lamont Roach also claims the result could be changed in his favor. This rematch is now huge. Davis has now addressed the controversial moment where he took a knee in the 9th round, saying it was not due to a clean punch from Roach, but because of an issue with his eyesight caused by hair grease."
What was going through your mind when you heard the decision?
Nobody like a draw, you know, from a guy that get knockouts and things like that, but it's cool. I feel like if we fight again, I could do more, and I should have did more. I was lost in the, I lost track in the rounds. That's why we need, what is it called? Yeah, man. I didn't know what round it was. Facts.
Tank, Eric Blum from DailyMail.com. First off, your coach just said, can you confirm, did you get your hair done 2 days before the fight?
Yeah. I ran water over it today, but I must ain't do it enough.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning, and you know, like you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than, you know. But I didn't really know that you can like get disqualified for all that, or like when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
Do you want that rematch next? And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute. You definitely might see it in a minute.
The explanation has received mixed reactions from both fans and analysts. Some people are questioning if the moment should have been counted as a knockdown, regardless of the reason behind Davis's action.
What the hell happened to Gervonta Davis, huh? He got some grease in his hair. It was the lady that she put too much grease in my hair, and that's the reason why I took a knee. I ain't lying to y'all. Why y'all booing me for? Y'all remember the movie Coming to America? Was Gervonta Davis using the Soul Glow? It's just a Soul Glow, feeling all so silky smooth. Just let it shine through, baby. That gotta be one of the most embarrassing moments in boxing history. How the hell you go down saying that the grease, know what happened at the grease? Stop, it's not funny. Why y'all booing me? I'm telling you the truth. That woman put a lot of grease in my hair. Yo. Damn, Tanky. Tanky, come on now.
Roach argues that, according to boxing rules, taking a knee voluntarily without it being caused by a foul should be counted as a knockdown, which could have affected how the judges scored the fight. However, the referee did not count it as a knockdown, allowing Davis to continue without any penalty.
Like a split second, a beat after that, Lamont took the knee. So while I couldn't tell from watching the broadcast and seeing the replay, the right hand I don't believe connected. But one of those jabs probably did connect. And whatever the reason, if he had the grease in his eye, I'm not saying it was from the ferocity of the punch, but if you've got something in your eye and then you get hit, even if it's light, maybe it's going to cause a reaction. So he took the knee after 3 punches were thrown. I've watched hundreds of thousands of fights in my life. I mean, probably, maybe, who knows how many fights I've watched. 45 years of watching boxing, 25 years of covering it. Dude, that's a knockdown. Period.
Shannon Sharp, co-host of the Nightcap podcast, expressed his frustration with the current state of boxing, especially pointing out how top fighters avoid facing each other. He criticized the growing trend of boxers focusing more on keeping their undefeated records intact instead of challenging themselves with tough opponents. Sharp believes this mentality, influenced by Floyd Mayweather Jr., is harming the sport and emphasized that elite fighters like Davis should take part in high-profile matches to revive interest in boxing and earn bigger purses.
With you, Stephen A., but I thought Lamont Roach actually won the fight.
Okay.
Even though Tank Davis hit him with some good, clean, hard shots, Roach came back and hit him with just as hard, if not harder shot than what he took from Tank.
Yeah.
I just thought Roach was the more aggressive fighter. You can't take a knee in the middle of the fight because Floyd Mayweather did the exact same thing. He hit the guy with a punch, and he must have broke his hand, broke a knuckle or something, and he took a knee, and they gave him a standing 8 count.
He did.
So
He broke his hand.
Even with the situation with the 2 points, I still think it was a close fight. And I think it might have been a 1-point victory for Roach without the 2 points, but I definitely think Roach won the fight. And that's not to say Tank didn't fight well. Tank fought well. Tank fought like he always fight, slow and then comes on. But Roach was up to the task. I just think Roach won the fight, won a close fight.
Stephen A. Smith from ESPN has also weighed in on the ongoing debate about the Tank versus Lamont fight, addressing the controversial 9th-round moment when Davis took a knee. Smith stopped short of calling the outcome a robbery, but acknowledged that the moment should have been ruled a knockdown, which would have significantly changed the scorecards.
No, but I will say this. I had no problem with the majority draw, and I would not have had a problem if Roach had been given the fight. Because when Tank took that knee, that's a knockdown in boxing. If your knee touches the canvas, it's a knockdown. I don't give a damn what the reason was. Whether it's grease in your eye or whatever it is. Nope, that's a knockdown. You can't, if your knee touches, that's a knockdown, which means it should have been a 2-point round. Since it was that close, to me, that should have been a knockdown. Having said that, let me stand up. Shannon, Ocho, I got to apologize on national television to that brother Lamont Roach.
The controversy surrounding the Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach fight has spread beyond just the fighters and analysts, with fans taking to social media to voice their frustration about the result.
Good right hand from Mont, uppercut. Good combination, Mont. Oh, good left from Tank. Right hand from Monty. Oh, Tank took a knee. He got knocked down. That's a knockdown. Tank is trying to bail himself out. That's a knockdown. That's a knockdown! How are you going to do that and run and get a towel? Who gave Davis that right? This is a highway robbery, dog. Good combination, Lamont. Oh, shit. They swinging on each other. Good body shot, Lamont. Lamont is rocking with it. This is Tarver Roy 1. What's going to happen is they're going to give the fight to Tank, and then the second fight, Lamont going to say any excuses tonight, Tank. And then he will not Tank out. I've seen it. Lamont won, bro. He won 7-5 with a knockdown. This guy did the unthinkable, and I hope they don't rob him. Scorecards. They said majority draw. They cheated Roach. Roach got robbed, and everybody knows it. Rematch right away. They robbed him.
A draw? I mean, this fight was close the whole way through. Tank's power just wasn't enough to get Lamont Roach out of there. Lamont Roach held his ground. A lot of people didn't expect this fight to go the distance. Some people were even saying Lamont Roach won the fight. But let me know down below who you guys had winning this fight, or did you guys have a draw, the right decision?
What are your thoughts on the controversy surrounding the fight? Do you agree that the knee should have been counted as a knockdown? Share your opinion in the comments.
I'm not surprised the way Lamont fought. I knew Lamont was going to come to fight. It was the opportunity of a lifetime. He did a good job. He fought a great fight.
What went wrong with Tank Davis? I mean, I was
what was
expecting
wrong
to
with
knock
him?
him out.
Every night in boxing is not your best, you feel me? But at least you got the draw.
Would you like to see a rematch of this or jump into a fight with Shakur Stevenson?
Whatever they want to do. You think it was a draw? I don't know. It was a good fight.
Appreciate it, Danny.